me know where you're watching from. And hey, thanks for following me. Just call me your hope dealer. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. And so I have TikTok over here, YouTube, welcome. So happy you're on. Again, when you guys are jumping on, please let me know where you're watching from. I love this part because there's people all over the world that get on here. And YouTube, if you're watching the replay, put replay in the comments. I love the fact that you can go back and watch the replay on YouTube. Pretty cool. I wish TikTok would allow that. So I have a question for you. I wrote it down. What is one of the most confusing parts about making money online? Can you guys let me know in the comments? What is the most confusing part? I will share with you prior to discovering this blueprint. The most confusing part for me was finding customers. I sucked at that. I was trying to make an income in network marketing, okay? Hello, my friend, welcome. I was trying to make an income in network marketing and I had to go find customers. I would have to make a list. I would have to bother friends and family. I would have to friend request people. I would have to slide into their DMs. This is what I was taught, by the way. And I would go, they would give you an amount of posts that you needed to engage in every day to try to get people to discover you. And I did that because I didn't know there was a different way. So that was the most confusing part, and the hardest part was getting customers. So let me know in the comments what it was for you, because my goal in this short time that we have together today to solve that for you, to give you a crystal clear understanding. Because see, how you build a business is what you're taught or what you think it is, right? And maybe you're taught because you're watching all these free content and you're just doing what 22 different people are saying. There's no structure with that. And see, that was how I was trying to build my network marketing business. Like I was working hard. I mean, I'm a hard worker, but I didn't have a proven process to follow. And the moment, December 9th of 2022, the moment I discovered this step-by-step process, and I'm going to cover it with you here a little bit today, changed everything for me. Yeah, creating more leads. Awesome. We're going to talk about that today. And changed everything for me. Here's my biggest tip. What I'm going to share with you today absolutely 100% works. I wouldn't be here if it didn't. Okay. But here's the part. I have a fair amount of intrigue. However, I'm not pushing to close, allowing the audience. Okay. So it's that customer's journey, right? And so you gotta, what is the proof you're showing them? And what's that promise? What's the outcome, right? So many times what happens is we try to sell what they get, like immediately get, instead of the end result that they get. People buy because you have a solution for the problem, and you have to show them that you have a solution for their problem. Yeah. Yay, you're at work. Well, let's get out of your job, right? Let's get out of your job. The outcome is why people buy. People don't buy because of what you have. They buy because of what they can get. And they don't want, nobody wants to get more work. They want that outcome. So when you focus on giving people an outcome, people are going to buy from you. Yes. So think about that. Okay. So here's my tip to you, because when I discovered this blueprint, I had to say this to myself more than once, by the way. And that was, you have to rip the rearview mirror off. Here's what I mean. If you and I were going to go meet today and have ice cream, I don't know why I say ice cream, because I don't even eat ice cream. I don't even know why I say that. But anyway, we're going to go to the ice cream shop today. And we were both about 10 minutes away. And you made it there and I didn't. And you called me and you go, what happened? And I'm like, I was trying to drive to the ice cream shop and I kept on looking in the rearview mirror and I hit a tree. See, that's going to happen in your business. If you keep on looking back to where you were before or what you did before, you'll hit a dead end. So what I had to do is I had to work on that new identity I had to create for myself. So I had to rip the rearview mirror off, and I said, nothing I did in the past. Hey, good morning. How's Dindy doing today? Nothing I did in the past defines me. It's what I do from this moment forward. So I wouldn't allow myself to go back there. When you guys allow yourself to go back there, you know what that is, right? That's your comfort zone, keeping you safe. Your brain is not wired to help you live in uncertainty and thrive. Your brain is wired to keep you safe. It keeps you in that comfort zone, which you're okay there because how long have you allowed your bank account to look like this? So I had to create that new identity. And so, one of the first things you can do, if it's hard to make money, if something's confusing to make money, the first step is you got to create that identity. Who do you want to become? What do you want to be known for? Right? I named my website Daily Pay Business because I wanted to be known for that mom, that everyday mom that could show others how to make daily pay online without the hustle, without the grind, and by following a 2-hour income producing day. That's all I wanted to be known for. So if you're having a hard time building a business, you have to ask yourself, do people know what I want to be known for? Because each and every one of you should want to be known for something. Yeah. Oh, I'm not in my comfort zone today. It's been crazy challenge day for me. Yeah, let's go. That's when you grow, right, my friend? I love this. Let me grab this real quick. Diamonds are made under pressure. If you have a little pressure in your life right now, congratulations. You're just a diamond in the making. Diamonds are made under pressure, my friend. Here's where we fail miserably is we think the more we learn, the more we're going to earn. No. The more you implement and the less steps you have to implement, my friend, is the closer you're going to get to winning. You don't need more, you need less, and you need strategies. So enjoy and embrace the pressure. You're right here and you're getting ready to go to the smooth sides. You're just that diamond in the making. And the moment hey, Canada in the house. I love it. Canada is probably some of the nicest people I've ever met. I've never met anybody rude or mean from Canada. Like, what did you guys do? What's in your water? Because you guys are so nice. I think New Yorkers need to hang out with you guys a little bit more because holy moly. Anyway, Canada, like I've never been to Canada, but I built, a community and I have many people from Canada and from using social media. And oh my gosh, you guys are so nice. It's like, I need to go visit Canada. Because I just love being around fun, happy people. What about you? Like life is too short to be around people that have limiting beliefs or stinking thinking or always find everything that's going wrong. Can you imagine if in the month of February you just focused on everything going right? Woo! You know where you would be the end of this month? You'd be unstoppable. You would be unstoppable. How cool is that? I would love to come visit. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep on going here because I want you to, you have to, and that's my bucket. Maybe that's what I should do this summer because we're trying to figure out where to go. I always take a really cool trip in the summer and I'm like, where do we go this year? Where do we go this year? I'm seeing, what was that I just seen on? Anyway, I got to figure it out. Hold on. I'm losing my mind. Oh, there you are, YouTube. I was like, where did you go? Where did you go? So that's one of the first things that you need to focus on is who do you want to become? And what do you want to be known for? So when I launched my business and I was like, I want to be known for helping moms never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again because they followed a simple to follow blueprint and learn how to attract customers online. If you don't know how to attract customers online, you need the blueprint to show you how to attract customers online. It just makes sense. It's not by you adding more. It's by you literally having a simple to follow process. Okay. That's it. Thanks for following me, my friend. Again, just call me your hope. I truly hope today you see a different perspective. I really do. Okay. So what's happening in the world today, and this is why most people struggle online. It's not that you're not capable, by the way. You guys are all capable. Okay. You're all capable. It's not that you're not capable. It's not that social media marketing doesn't work. We all have to agree that there's billions to be made on social media. Why not you? Right? Why not you? Here's the problem. You're getting too many options. because you're spending so much time searching and Googling and thinking more information is going to equal more money. In reality, the more information turns into more confusion. Okay, yes or yes. And there's too much conflicting advice out there. Now I'm going to pause for a minute because you need to understand, because I do not want you wasting your time with me right now. I help you build legacy wealth. I help you get rid of the generational struggle. I help you be proud of looking at your bank account. I help you learn structure equals freedom, how you have more time to do the things that you love. I do not help you create a few videos to make $50 and have to create more videos to make $50. There's no wealth in $50. There's no wealth in $20. I do not promote anything that helps you have to share your profits. I want you to take ownership and make all the money. I want you to put all the money in your pocket. I want you to really do the math of how much money you lose if you have to share your profits with other people, right? Like my number one selling product is $1,400. Do the math on that. If you were having to give a company 10% of that, that's $140. If you got 10 customers, you're giving them $1,400 of your hard-earned money. If they took 20% of it, you're giving them $2,800 of your hard-earned money with 10 customers. You don't have to do that in the digital world. So if you want to share your profits with others, I am not your gal. I'm just not, because I just don't believe you need to. And maybe I'm so bullheaded with that you shouldn't have to share your profits with others. I think I'm so bullheaded with that because I had to do that for years and years and years in network marketing. And I look at how much money I made other companies and how much that took away from my family. So I'm not here to teach you how to take away from your family. I'm here to teach you how to have complete ownership, have complete control. Because if you're in network marketing, you have zero control. You know that, right? You're just a contractor, and anytime they can take it away. And truly the same thing with affiliate. That company still has control. It's their website. They have control. Now, with all that being said, I think affiliate income is beautiful on the inside. I have a strategy that you learn how to make daily pay and make 100% profit and build an affiliate income on the side. I make 6 figures just in affiliate that I don't even market. Now that makes sense because that's just free money for me. That's just free money for my family. If that's what you want to learn, congratulations, you're in the right place. If that's not what you want to learn, if you want to learn how to spend hours and hours and hours and hours going live, I can't help you because I don't understand any of that. So that's why one of the things that you have to decide is, what do you want, my friend? What do you want? Because then that's what you go after. It's not what anybody else wants. It's your life. It's your future. It's what do you want? Okay? And then once you decide what you want, so let me back up. I did network marketing. I still love network marketing, by the way. I drink their products, use their products. I probably have 4 network marketing products right here that I could grab, right? So this is not, I just don't like the comp plan. It wasn't for me because we live in a totally different world today, my friends. We live in a digital world where you don't have to share your profits. So I can't even comprehend why anybody would want to share their profits. Because if you do the math, it adds up how much money you're making somebody else. Why? Why? Yeah, you can put 100% in your pocket and still get customer support for your customers. Pretty wild, right? So you got to decide what you want. These are very important questions, by the way. Because I think the moment you ask yourself, like, what do you want? You'll have clarity. So when I discovered on September 9th that I could make 100% profit, have a fully automated business, you know what automations means, right? No more having to follow up, follow through, or find customers. So 100% profit, fully automated, no monthly expenses. By the way, you can build a business with no monthly expenses. Okay. And a 2-hour workflow. You can actually get your income producing activities done in 2 hours a day. Income producing activities, structure equals freedom. Okay, so you have to decide what you want. You'll never get what you don't know what you want. Because the moment you decide what you want, you won't have conflicting advice anymore, because you'll go after the person that can help you get what you want. And with that being said, you can't do it on your own. If it was easy to have success on your own, there wouldn't be coaches. There wouldn't be professors at college, right? There is not one wildly successful person on this planet that did it on their own. Mentorship is everything. The moment you have mentorship, guess what that means for you, my friend? No more piecing things together. I mastered my 2-hour workday my first week. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Yeah, better than me. It took me a while because I would overthink it. So very proud of you for doing that, right? So the moment that you know exactly what you want and you go for it is the moment you get to stop piecing things together. Here's the thing I love, and this is, again, what I believe in. Then we're going to talk about what a simple system really means. Here's why I'm obsessed with this simple system I'm going to share with you. Because while you're making 100% profit, you know what else you're doing? You're building your own brand, your own following, and your own email list. And the moment you do those 3 things, sky's the limit what you can do. Because nobody can take that brand away from you. And nobody can take your email list because you own it. And sky's the limit. I kind of call myself like that proud parent. When I have somebody in my community and then they hit 6 figures and they go out and they launch and grow their own thing, I'm like, yes, I'm proud of that because they learned those skills through my mentorship. That's legacy wealth. That's how you get rid of that generational struggle and create legacy. Don't you want freedom in your life? I don't know about you, but I'm too old to continue to start over. And I'm way too old to just do a few videos and make $50. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But people like that, you guys aren't doing the math on how many hours and what, like, do you want to do that for the rest of your life? Because how can you build up your retirement if you're doing that? Aw, thank you. I love being a mentor. I know I'm so excited. In 30 minutes, I get to do my Legacy Builders call. And today's going to be a really good call. I can't wait. Can't wait. So let's talk about what a simple system really, why it matters and what it really is. Here's why it matters. And it's interesting to me. So how many of you guys watch, like, let's just use basketball as an example. If you really pay attention to the most successful basketball teams, they have like 3 plays that they just mastered. They don't try to do more. They don't try to get fancier. They just master like 3 plays that they just can slay it. That's with you. If you just learn to master just a few things, your entire world can change. So that's the important part of a simple system. It's a system with repeatable steps, my friend. It's not a system where you have to do 100 different things. No, it's repeatable steps. And those repeatable steps can be done in 2 hours a day. That's awesome, right? It's nothing complicated. And I know, and I like to stress this to you because sometimes when you hear tech, you know, like you're like, oh my God, or automated system, you think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to do tech. No. It's pre-built and ready to go. All you got to do is connect your payment gateways. So you're paid directly into your bank account, and get your own domain so you can brand you. You're not branding no company, so nobody can ever take that away from you. And then you connect the automations under your name and your email and your website so people can buy from you. Copy paste. If you can read a few videos and copy, you can do that. Thank you. I think you're amazing too. I love that you guys are here. Thank you. I love it. And it's not that you're needing to do a lot of steps. I'm telling you, I will share with you the 3 things that you have to do. And if you guys are willing to do these 3 things and master the marketing behind it, 2026 is going to be the best financial year of your life if you're willing to allow it. But that takes me back to the beginning of this. You got to get rid of that limiting belief. You got to get rid of that stinking thinking. You got to create that new identity. You got to get out of your comfort zone. Unless you want to just keep on repeating the same year over and over again. I mean, we have 11 months left. Plenty of time to make six figures, by the way. Yeah, plenty of time to make, if you want to. It's up to you, right? Like if you want to, so my number one selling program, all you need is 6 customers a month to make 8,400 a month, which in 12 months, that's 100K. Pretty wild, right? 6 customers, not 66, not 166, not 670, just 6. So can you imagine on just mastering that, getting so good to attract only 6 customers to your business? And by the way, there's 5 billion people on social media. 5 billion, all you need is 6. Okay, so how do you do that? You need to know who your perfect customer is. Like, who is that perfect customer? Hear why this is important. Because if I was going to create a message to a single mom of 3 kids, it's a completely different message to a happily married couple in their 50s that want to retire in 3 years, right? So the moment you master the message. So how do you master the message? You need mentorship to help you master the message. I started 2 days ago. Awesome. Well, welcome, my friend. Happy to have you. Yeah. I'm a current member of your community. I wish I would have found you sooner. So much value. Thank you for your kind words and so happy to have you. I love it. I love it. I'm sure like if you guys are in my community, like, did you go look at the wins over the weekend? Woo, that was fun to see the goals that were reached and the incomes that were reached for people in January. And, you know, the thing is so important when you look at that. Like always, this is what I used to do. Like when I was new to digital marketing, I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. If they can do it, I can do it. Because it's the truth. That's what I love about digital marketing. You don't got to be a certain type of person. You don't have to be no influencer. You just got to be willing to follow a simple process. And I love that. I love that. So you might be asking, well, then why do some have success and some don't? It's easy. They're not willing to master their message. That's it. The moment you're willing to master your message, literally, you want somebody to get off of your content. Here, let me see if I can pull this up. Because if I can pull this up, you guys, I will, oh no, is Norfolk, it's cold. Oh, Virginia, yeah, you guys are getting a little chilly there, aren't you? Let me just see if I can find this. Gosh darn it, where did it go? Okay, I will give you access to this worksheet. You guys, you can submit a form on TikTok there. I'll give you access to this. Here's what you want, okay? I'm gonna give you guys, if you are not getting customers, because remember I asked you what's the most confusing part about building a business, okay? A lot of you said leads and customers. I'm gonna read one thing to you. And by the way, if you're in my Legacy Builders program, Legacy Builder customer, bundle pack customer, I'm gonna take a deep dive in this coming up. And on my Legacy Builders call. I train you live every single week, by the way. I do not have a course to sell you. Mine is an interactive program that you have some home study to do, and then we do live together because that's important. So here's my question. I want you guys, and I would write this down because this is huge. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, my friend. So I would write this down. So how they need to feel a certain way after they consume your content. Okay. So this is why some people are massively successful in things and some aren't. You gotta know what that outcome is. So after somebody consumes your content, you either want them to feel seen, feel hopeful, feel confident, feel curious, or feel ready. If your content makes somebody feel one of those 5 ways, oh, you'll build an email list. Oh, you'll build a following, and you will build a customer base. Okay, do I need to repeat that? Hey, good afternoon, my friend. So that's it. They need to feel seen, hopeful, confident, curious, or ready. If you can have somebody feel that way, here's the key part. So many people create content to be seen. No, 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 my friend. You create content for your ideal customer to feel seen by you. Anybody have a light bulb moment right there? That's huge, right? So many people out there getting loud and obnoxious to be seen. No, 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 no. Your ideal customer needs to feel seen by you, my friend. Just got to flip it. That's what you need to learn to master. Hopeful. You need to have somebody watch your content, and at the end of your content, they feel hopeful. Like, there might be a better way. So let me give you an example. I went from having to share my profits with other people, having to go for the word no. I felt hopeful when I heard an automated system and attraction marketing, so I never had to bother friends and family. I felt hopeful after I heard that. Do you see the comparison? So you got to help people feel hopeful. And then confident. How many of you have ever gone like, oh, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. And then they see your video and they're like, then you show some proof, you show some testimonials of other people having success, and they feel confident. They're like, wait. If they can do it, I can do it. I feel good now. Okay, I need to check this out. I feel more confident now after I just seen the proof. Then the next is curious. How many of you have ever seen a piece of content and you get done seeing that content and you're like, you lean on in that content, and you're like, could it be? Really? I mean, I don't know, but I better check it out. The next is like, you do a piece of content, you do such a good, put this in the content and the comments, CTA, call to action. You do so good at the end, like you do a call to action to get the next step, and your content, like they're ready to jump through their phone to get what you have. If you master those 4 things, my friend, you will make 6 figures in 2026 if you're selling something that's in high demand that people want and people need. It's that simple. See, we think it's these other things, or guess what we do when the going gets tough? We want to quit and we just want to go create 3 videos and make $50 because that's the easy button. Guess what? There's no legacy wealth in an easy button. Because the moment you can master those 5 things in your content, guess what? You will be able to create legacy wealth. It's not any harder than this. It's not any harder than this. Okay, just a minute. We got somebody that says, I'm a single mom looking for a partner. Well, this is not a dating app. Oh, that is awesome. Well, we gotta give him an A for effort, right? Give him an A for effort. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I love it so much, man. It just keeps you on your toes. You just never know what you're gonna get. But that's it, you guys. You need to know. So your content needs to help people feel seen, hopeful, build their confidence, curious, or ready. If you can do one of them, it's going to get engagement. If you can do all of them, whoa, you're going to change your life. So when I heard that back in 2022, I was like, that's it? That's all I got to master? I will until I master it. I'm going to put my blinders on to everything else, and I will until I master it. Because of that mindset, I made 6 figures in 6 months. I made my first million in 17 months, and now I make several million a year because I mastered the marketing side. And because I mastered the marketing side, it's unlocked me to do multiple different income streams. And literally now I have legacy wealth. And my friend, if you're willing to do that, you won't even recognize your life the end of this year. I'm so ready for my business to start and be successful, for my kids to have a good life. Good for you. Now, here's the thing. Now you gotta go after that. And you will until. I love being a good role model for my kids and my grandkids. You see role models, and some people have a different definition of a role model. Mine is the fact that you can make money and still have your life with your family. I don't want to make a lot of money and have no time. And I don't want a lot of time and no money to do anything. The moment you can do both, man, that's a good role model. And I'm teaching my kids anything is figure outable. You can learn anything and you can master anything if you're willing to. And that's so important, no matter what you're doing. I don't care what you're selling. If you can master those, if people feel one of those ways consuming your content, no matter what you're selling, it will change your life while you change their life. It's seriously that simple. You just got to be willing, right? And another thing is you got to look at, okay, so that's the one of the big things, those 5 things, okay? And then the next thing you have to do is you have to look at the stage of the journey someone's on. Like, there's an awareness stage, you guys, where they're like, I mean, I really would like to do something, but what's all out there? That is the easiest stage to get people in your automations, but it's the hardest stage to convert because they have to go through all those stages first. Okay, so that's the long game. So I can tell somebody is in the awareness stage in their journey when, guess what? When they buy from me 2 or 3 years later. Oh my God, that's so cool. That's the power of email lists. Aw, I'm so happy that it has helped your family. And I'm proud of you for taking action, my friend, because that's what it's about, right? So you have to do that. Then you have the next stage where they're like, I mean, there's a lot out there. There's a lot out there. What do I do? Who do I trust? Then that's where you got to build that trust, my friend, right? That's where the trust has got to be built. This is where you have to really share stories because connection equals currency. Connection equals currency. This is where you got to show the proof. And then you have those people that are ready to do something. They're ready to do something, but they just haven't took that leap. If you can learn how to master urgency in your content, those are the ones that are going to be on your live or see one of your videos and buy from you immediately. Those are the rarest ones, by the way. That middle one where they're just, I mean, there's things out there. I just don't know who to trust. That group of people is your hugest one and will buy from you in 5 to 14 days. That's your sweet spot, by the way. Now, the awareness people is what helps you build long-term wealth. Okay? The people that are just give me a good urgency, those are the ones that are going to help you get quite a bit of cash injections. But that one that just need that trust, those are the ones that are going to set you free. So now, for those of you that didn't understand that, now do you understand why your content wasn't working? Because you're probably not creating content sharing to each of those stages. And that's okay. Now you can fix it today. Okay, so if you are having trouble, just please go inside the community and ask your question. That's why I have a community of over 58,000 people. You can go in there immediately and ask your question, and you can get your questions answered immediately or attend one of the live calls. We also have text, we have customer support and everything. Yeah, that's what I did that. And that comes out of my pocket, by the way. You guys get free community that don't cost you a dime. You get free customer support that doesn't cost you a dime. And you get free live calls that don't cost you a dime. Use an amazing system. I could charge a lot of money for that you guys get free access to. I would make sure you're using it because that's what it's there for. It's wild to me. It'd kind of be like you go to school, right? You pay all this money to go to college and you don't go to class and you flunk. And the professors are like, well, dude, you didn't show up or you never emailed me and asked your questions. It's the same thing. It's like, that's what I tell people, which is another thing you guys need to think about. If you really want to make 100% of the profits, you got to put the work in and you got to follow a system, with everything, right? Like if you wanted to learn how to change your oil and you don't follow how to change your oil, you're probably gonna have an oil leak. If you follow everything correctly of a proven system, it comes out. And here's what I love with all that being said, because we are a international community, no matter what time of the day you ask your question, you're going to get assistance. Plus, I pay out of my pocket, by the way, 6 figures a year just for my community to have support around the clock, by the way. So people need to use it. Like if I would have had that when I was growing my business, whoa, that would have been like I was eating cake every day. That's so important. But you guys got to plug in. It don't work if you don't work it. That's in everything, right? But that's something so support is so important to me. Yeah. So can I help you real quick? I'm not giving up finding my perfect customer. Okay, let me help you with this. It's so simple. Write these 3 questions down. Who are you? Who do you help? And what problem do you solve? Don't overthink that. So let me explain. When I launched my business, who am I? I'm a mom. Who I help? Well, I can relate to other moms, so I'm going to help other moms. And what problem do I solve for them? Well, I have an amazing blueprint that shows them how to attract customers. So the problem I'm going to solve for moms don't like this problem. That is, they don't like, as a mom, you have to take a calculator to the grocery store again because you have to budget. And it's not fun. So if I could solve that one problem, now there's thousands of problems a mom has, but I'm just going to focus on that one problem, showing moms how they never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again by following a proven to follow blueprint. I can help a lot of moms. So that's it. Oh, thank you, my friend. So that's what who are you? Who are you most relatable to? And that's who you're going to help. And what problem do you solve? So that's what I did for a complete, almost 90 days. That's all I talked about is talking to moms, showing moms how they can make an income around their family so they never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again. And guess what? It worked. I even have people that bought from me and created content driving over their calculator because they made enough money in the Legacy Builders program to never have to take a calculator to the grocery store. And then it was about 90 days in and I was going live. And a gentleman gets on, he goes, "Hey, well, I was so good with my message. He didn't know if guys could do it." I was like, nailed it. See the difference? So then I was like, who am I? I'm a parent. Who do I help? I'm going to help other parents that have a busy life and love spending time with their family, but love making memories. I'm not talking the memory of, hey, let's watch Netflix all weekend. I'm talking the memory of they want to travel. They want these insane experiences. And I'm going to show them how to do that by attracting one customer a day at $1,400 a day, which is $511,000 a year. If I can help families do that, I'm sure they can make a little bit different choices. So I changed my message. Now I'm talking to people that have a busy life, that don't want a busy life anymore, but don't want to lose their income. They want to make more money than they ever have and have more time. And I'm going to show them exactly how to do that by following a proven process. So I just changed my message a little bit. So that's it for you, right? So who are you? Who do you help? Don't make it harder than this. You know why you guys are making it harder than this? You're trying, that's your comfort zone. That's your comfort zone, trying to keep you safe. Just go solve one problem. The problem I'm solving now is people that are sick and tired of working a job and sacrificing time. They want more time. They want more money. They want more choices to do the things that they love. And I have their solution. And that's what I'm showing them. It's that simple. It really is. Yeah, that's it. So now that I lean in, right? You went live. Congratulations. And see, you survived it, right? I tell people all the time, like, what's the worst thing that could happen to you if you go live? Heck, you wouldn't even get a bruise. Right? Yeah. Yes, more freedom for my kids. Yes. Now, when you talk about, oh, thank you. When you talk about more freedom for your kids, what will that bring you? Right? So like, for example, I remember like when I was talking to moms never taking a calculator, I kind of thought I was going to be talking to younger moms, right? And I literally, I would create content like, can you imagine never having to put your kids in daycare and never having to get that phone call that your child walked for the first time? Do you see the difference of, hey, do you want time freedom? I said, how about never getting that phone call from the daycare provider that your child walked for the first time? I pulled in the emotion to it. The moment you can do that that's when you win. Right? And that calculator thing, if you're a parent, you've ever had to take a calculator to the grocery store, you know that feeling. The frustration of the money, but the guilt of you having to carry a calculator in front of your kids is pretty freaking embarrassing because you never wanted to be that type of role model. Yes or yes. And so that's why I was like, I'm going to lean in on that message. I'll share a story with you. I had a gentleman who kept on showing my videos to his wife because of that. He goes, you need to listen to this lady. She's going to tell us how we never have to take a calculator to the grocery store again. Pretty wild, right? That's why they bought from me. That message, it works. How will you know which product is in high demand? How do I know that, or how will I know? Because how do I know it is because the data don't lie. I know exactly how many legacy builder programs are sold. I know exactly how many bundle pack customers or bundle packs are sold. I know exactly how many passive daily pay blueprint, digital mastery, and launchpad. I know. I have the data. I track it. I am a geek when it comes to numbers, and they don't lie. And I know if it is a upsell or brand new customer. I know it all. Yep, I know it all. And that's important, right? That's why, you want to be part of a program that actually understands the data and helps people build a business off of the truth, not hype. Because hype, look at all these companies that come and go, man. We're just getting more solid every single day because we know how to run a successful business. We've proved it out time and time. So with that being said, you guys, if you want free access to the Freedom Formula Blueprint, I didn't get to go over everything today. I will finish tomorrow, but go grab the blueprint. Check it out. Don't put it off anymore, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you don't do anything, guess what? You're going to repeat January again. Okay. If the link is in my bio, grab it. Once you get it, you're going to put your email in, and I'm going to email it to you. If you do not see the email in 5 to 10 minutes, check your spam or promotions folder. It could have gone there. There's 2 videos you're going to get. The moment you put your email in, you're going to get 1 video from me. You're going to get another video from me in your email. Please watch those 2 videos. Open the blueprint. It's a PDF that's attached to the first email you get. Open it, read through it, check it out. Email me. Please email me with any questions that you have. I love serving you. I love answering your questions. And guess what? When you ask me questions, you help me fill the gaps. Okay? Because I just want to continue to get better with my program. So if I get the same question more than once, I'm like, that's a gap that needs to be filled. We're not sharing that enough to serve you. So I love your questions. Now, if you're loving this information and you want to see what programs I have, you're going to click on my website, scroll through the entire website, my friend, because I offer 5 programs. Why? Because not everybody has the same goals and dreams or budget. And I want to make sure to have a program that fits what you're looking for. If you're just wanting to launch into digital marketing, if you're ready to go all in and be able to even use AI, the most innovative tools to build a successful business and literally unlock multiple income streams, you'll love my bundle pack. But you get to pick. I'm not going to tell you which one is best for you. You get to decide that. Yes, I offer payment plans as well. So check it out. And let's get started right in February of 2026. Because guess what? January flew fast. So you can't repeat what you did in January. We have to take action now. So these next 11 months count. Okay. If you are serious about making 6 figures in 2026, let me know. Reply to my email. Let me know. I'll give you a crystal clear, based off of the program you purchased, I'll give you a crystal clear breakdown of exactly what you need to do in 2026 to achieve that. I'll do that for you for free. Okay. I gotta go because I gotta do my legacy builders call because my program is live and interactive. So if you guys get started now, bounce on my call with me. because I'm getting ready to do that in 3 minutes. So I'm kind of running a little late. But I'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. YouTube, you've been absolutely amazing. I will see you guys tomorrow. And